So, I was robbed at the CARBOOT this weekend. The shame of it. I'm not going to talk about that straight away though. First of all, I'm going to show you a little walk around the CARBOOT, pickups that we had, and then we're going to come straight to this issue of theft because it's really annoyed me. We're super early today. Cars are still coming in, but the competition is fierce, so I may not be able to film too much today. So if I don't get to film a lot, then I'll just talk you through the pickups later. How much are your trainers?
CE 2010.
Got 5 for the rest.
How much is that?
Found another 15 quid.
15 quid?
Yeah.
Okay.
£85.
Good.
How about a cable holder?
How much you got Martins, mate?
Hiya.
Hiya. Sorry, how much you got Martins?
Which one?
This one. Yeah. 55. Okay.
Oh, mate, you're alright.
Yep.
I like your recent talk like
What's that?
on the YouTube.
What the hell is he wearing? I'll have him. How much are they?
Pound each, 3 for 2.50.
Okay, I might have missed something. Oh, Fisher Price Garage. No, somebody's got that already. Which tells me there's a vintage store nearby. Somewhere. Either. You alright? How you doing, Dave? What about your Reebok? Tenner. Okie dokie. Not found much today. What about the tops are there?
All the Nike ones are a tenner, just piled fiver.
Okay. It's all crazy prices today. Crazy prices, pal. Crazy. Tough camera guy's been wiping it out. Have you seen him recently? You know what I mean, don't you?
Yeah, I bought one camera last week before I started.
Oh, I've got one today, but it's not digital. It's the old
Well, some of
Inst.
the ones that were good. I sold that MJU one I bought from me at £75 last week.
Did you?
A film camera.
I think this is the place to be, isn't it? Now? Do you know what gets me right? Is how people have prices like £100, like on a motorbike jacket. Just how they expecting to get that at a car boot that lowballs everyone? Yeah, I have. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff out, but it's really highly priced. Like they've got Doc Martens for 60 quid, which you make a bit of a
60 quid.
profit on. But,
Vintage first, exactly.
and
20 quid on vintage.
oh, she's got loads of Doc Martens, but they're like 60 quid each. So there's no
She's
point.
probably bought them somewhere else.
Yeah.
Sold it for £75.
You get excited because you think, who's that?
Mr. Toolman.
What, cameraman?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You can normally see him, he's that tall.
Well, you normally see him because he's got half the car boot in his bags.
Yeah.
No,
I ain't seen him pick out up
What
yet.
about Trainer Boy? Is Trainer Boy here?
I ain't seen him now.
No.
I was going to go somewhere else then.
To be honest, I'm thinking about jacking this one in.
Yeah, it's getting a bit bad.
To be honest, 3 weeks now in a row, nothing much. Got an Ertl tractor, and that's about it.
Have you?
Yeah. No, look.
Oh, yeah.
It was £2, so it's filthy. Got to
Yeah.
clean it up. I think if you're going to find anything, it's these 2 aisles here.
Yeah.
Hopefully, mate, I'll be in the auction on Monday. Do you go Monday?
Yeah, I'll go Monday.
Yeah, give it a shot. Funko Pops.
See you in a bit.
See you, mate. Get some comics.
Yes. There's a woman down there with a load. I saw her earlier on.
Oh, is she?
She's an antique dealer to a woman.
Some here, look, marble.
Yeah.
Probably not your sort of thing.
No, not really.
Oh, yeah. The shush door bit. How much is that Casio thing there?
Sorry?
How much is the Casio thing? £5. Okie dokie, matey. Thank you very much. You got some interesting stuff. Oh, fuck those Britons. How much is this? Oh. Right.
Okay, thank you.
I'm curious.
Oh yeah, I hope so.
Ah.
Quit out.
Find your cat.
It's not like a one-off thing. What did you
Right, I need to get to this other aisle. So I'm off the mark. I've had a couple of buys, but they're all bulky stuff. You know, £2 consoles, 360s, gambles really. Right, we're on the second run now. I've got a terrible cold. 3 big bags.
To be honest,
How much is the Tigger? That's pretty cool.
what? Sorry. Your little bike. All the time.
It's interesting, isn't it? It's like a bootleg Game Boy, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the games are as well.
Okay, so the pickups, wave 1. There's quite a few from the weekend. A few little fails too, unfortunately, but this is part of the game. So I've got these 2 consoles for £2 each. Spider on that one already. Great. And yeah, these are worth, I don't know what they're worth, about £15 if I can get them booted. Not a lot on them, quite bulky. I probably wouldn't have picked them up if I could do it again. Picked up this Game Boy, well, it's like an SP sort of game pack. It's new and sealed. I've seen some of these listed for like £30, so paid £1 on that. I don't know how it would do. It's worth a gamble. This was a bit of a pity buy. Felt sorry for the kid. She said that no one's buying my stuff, she said, and I was just like, I'll take that for £1. And it's just like a Disney Store Marie of Harris Cats. It's only worth about £8. So these dolls are like 50p each. The Kennedy one's worth about a tenner. The other 2, they've turned out to be duds, to be honest, so might have to get donated. Right, moving down. So never seen these Nissan promotional teddy bears. I've seen like other things before, like Toyota ones that have done quite well. So I took a gamble on that for £1. I bought this Levelers cassette. Unfortunately, that was £1, but unfortunately, it doesn't fetch a lot of money. Smashing Pumpkins one does quite well, but stuff like that doesn't, unfortunately. So it's not all fails. There's some good buys too. Wave 2 is much better than Wave 1. So this here, it's an old Ertl. I don't know if you can see it. It's not in bad condition because these are normally all rusted up. Like I've seen some of these go that are in rusted condition for about £30–40. I paid £1 on that, and I've got it listed for 50. So we're going to see how that goes. And this one here, this is like a 1950s pullback. It's by Karl Marx. Now the Marx toys are worth a lot of money. This one here should be worth £40–50, but the wheels are kind of rusted up, so I'm going to be looking at about 20 back on that. I only paid £1 for it. Coming on to the cameras, so I've picked up some old school sort of cameras, and they've got pretty good sell-through rates on them, but it's just getting them tested. This one here should have been an £80 camera. I picked it up for £1, but look, yeah, that doesn't look too good. I've got mine listed up for 25, spares and repairs, with quite a few watches on it, so we'll see how that goes. I also paid £1 for this one. You can get it out. And it is, hang on a minute, I'm going to pause. It's a Canon Sure Shot. These go for about 50. Mine's going to be untested, so it's only going to be worth about 25, but still it's profit. And this one normally goes for about 40 to 52, but because it's untested again, it's in really good condition. It's going to be about 25 to 30. So yes, they were pretty decent, them cameras. Picked this doll up here because if you see the rooted hair Ken dolls, these do quite well, particularly if you get the ones with the articulated arms that move around, the poseable ones. They fetch about 20. Paid £1 on him, but he's got glue stuck to him, so he's been listed for 15, and he's got 3 watches on him already. So I did go around at a garage sale in Ilkeston. So I picked up not many bits, but a couple of bits. So these Lego bits were from Ilkeston. Paid £1 on that. I've got to see if it's complete. It's only a £10 set, to be honest. Coming over to some fails now. There's this guy who was an electrician. He was selling all this like techie electronic stuff from the 80s. I just thought I'd take one of them for £2, and it's like an amp meter reader or something. If you could see it by Ampro, I'm not going to get it out. It's a fail anyway. It's only worth about £8, and sell-through rate is terrible. I couldn't get signal at the time, so there's £2 down the drain. Hey ho, that's how we learn. This was also a fail. Now, if you have a look at this Panasonic set, these go for about £40. So when I seen it for £3 on the floor, I picked it up. Unfortunately, it's got BT phones inside. Do you know, I did say to her, can you check to see if they're in there? And she opened it up and she held the phones in the air, but not the bottom part. And they all look legitimate, so I took a gamble and took them. Bit of a fail. I went to a store further down where it was all like 10p items. Sorry about my cold. Oh no, before I go to that, there was this little bag I picked up for £1. These are the monsters in my pocket. Sometimes you get lucky with these. Some of them can be worth about 15 to 20 each. I've got that listed up for £15 with several watches on it. So I went to the store where everything was 10p. I picked up some pretty decent bits. Some of it's tat, I'm going to be honest, but it was all 10p each. I picked up this Adidas watch. I've got it listed for 25 with about 2 watches on it already. I've not tested it. So that's really old school, 90s. That was in there. I picked up a Jurassic Park. I think it's 1992. You can't see it. Oh, is it 2002? I don't know. Anyway, I picked this up. It's worth about 10 to 15. So that's pretty decent. That was in the 10p box. Picked that up. It's a Benetton car. If it wasn't missing the bit at the front, it would have been worth a tenner, but it's still, I might keep that myself because I love Formula 1. Picked up a old school wallet in there. Don't know what that's worth, probably a £5. That is going straight to the charity shop. It's a Chap May. I thought because it was the detailed crocodile, it might do okay, but they only go for a £5. And the size of it, I'm not going to bother listing that for a £5. Some Bart Simpson glasses. I don't know what they're worth. They were 10p. And some of these just little figurines, because sometimes you can get lucky with these. I think one of them's out of Kinder, and the other one I don't know what it is yet. So these were all in the 10p box. And Iguana. Got this listed up for a tenner because even though it's unbranded, people love this sort of thing. And the best part of that bundle was these. This is what got me excited initially. So these are backpacks. So that one there belongs to a G.I. Joe figure called Outback. And he's really hard to get, so I should get a tenner alone just on that accessory piece. Before we finish, I picked up this for 50p. It's another Select, only worth about £8. Building up quite a collection of these Select now. And I paid 50p for this figure here, this doll. And these old school, like, it's Kelly's Friends, I think they're called. It's like a Barbie line. These fetch good money. So if you look out for this hairstyle and this doll, £15 all day long. Sometimes even 20. Mine's up for 15. Right, let's get to the trainers. Okay, so we've got some trainers here. I forgot to mention that too. That was in the 10p bag. These are worth about a tenner. And to be honest, it's pretty cool. It's from the 90s. But I'm not going to go on about that because these are the trainers we picked. And there's something missing out of this pile, but I'll explain that later. And there was another pair that I sold on eBay already, which I'm going to put up here. They sold straight away. Cricket shoes. So yeah, these Air Force One, £3. They're only a size 4. They're really cool, really nice condition. Should get about 25 on them. Kids Doc Martens, these can be unpredictable. I did pay up again. I paid 3 on them, and they are probably worth around about 15. These were the most expensive buy of the day for me. I paid £7.50 on these Hocker, and these are listed for 50. Well, I listed for £49.99 with several watches. I got some kids' Heelys when I was in Ilkeston at the garage sale. I think I paid 3 on them as well, and they're worth about 15. Probably shouldn't have picked these up, but the condition was pretty decent. And I also paid 3 on these Vapor Max. So these go for about £40 normally. Unfortunately, they're size 4. They're missing the inner soles, but I still think that I can turn them into £25. So all in all, pretty decent pickup with the trainers. So forgot about these 3 little things here. So Nike Air Jordan cap that I paid £2.50 for. I'm going to get about 15 on that. This glow-in-the-dark, does glow-in-the-dark, Skellington. It's by a company called Play by Play, a novelty company in Europe. Paid £1 on that. I'm hoping to get about 15 come Halloween. This was a big fail. I paid £3 on these aviator glasses, simply because I'd seen similar ones listed for about 40, but similar style, but there's lots of scratches, look, on the lens, so complete fail there. Anyway, that is everything. Oh, also, yeah, I had this item, this glowworm, as you can see on the screen, and that is in my partner's car, because I bought a load of My Little Pony stuff, and I brought it for her, paid £3, and I got a glowworm. That was 50p, and you know, these sell really well, so I couldn't include it in the video at the moment, because it's in my partner's car, but that is something I do have. So guys, the moment you're all waiting for. I was robbed at the car boot. Basically, I didn't think it could happen to me, but it did. There's been a lot of rumours going around about people getting things stolen out of their bags recently. So I probably should have been more vigilant. I know some of the people that are selling there have had stuff nicked. There's a guy who was selling video games, all like high-end games, like Mario and N64 games. And they took a load of the CDs out of his case, you know, out of the cases. For me, the item was, as you can see here, they're these Converse wedge shoes, which have got a really good sell-through rate. First time I've ever picked any up, to be honest. I paid £5 for them, and they were worth about 30 to 40, so I'm not very happy about that at all. I put them at the top of my bag. They couldn't have fallen out because the bag wasn't overloaded or anything. And there's only 2 occasions it really could have happened. I didn't notice till I got home. But the only 2 occasions it could have happened was when I was going through a rummage box. I put my bags at the side of me, and there was a few people looking at my bags. They apologised when I said that was my bag, and I hold my hands up. I've done that before. I've looked through somebody else's bag, not realising. So I was getting quite engrossed in this rummage box. You've probably seen it where I picked the Pepsi pencil case up out of. And that was one occasion and it could have happened. But the other occasion, I picked up this Nokia phone, and it was one with the aerial that pulls up. It's quite, you know, these ones are quite sought after. So I did a Google search. You know, the screen was spinning around, no signal. So I stood back, but I put the phone on the table. Silly of me. And this other guy swept in front of me. He saw what I was doing. Picked the phone up, asked the lady how much it was worth. She said £1, and then brought the item. So I was a bit annoyed. Had a few words with the guy. And that was the time when my focus was not on my bags. And there was a lot of people nearby. So, got to be vigilant, guys, next time. Got to be vigilant, because I don't want that to happen again. So, I think next time I'm going to take what I call my big zipper, which sounds wrong. It's my big head bag with the zips. And I'm going to just zip it up. It's, you know, it's appropriate. It's easy to carry around. You can get a lot of stuff in it. And, you know, people are not going to be able to take stuff easily. I was thinking about getting one of those sort of like, I don't know what you call them. Mine's gone blank. Those like trolleys that you pull around. But I was thinking that could encourage more theft. I've seen the Brum reseller do this, and he tends to put like a cloth over his items so people can't see. So I don't know if it's a good idea. What's your thoughts on it? Anyway, it's been a pretty tough car boot. Pretty tough few weeks, to be honest, on eBay. Sales aren't really coming in the way they should be. On YouTube, I'm putting the videos out there, but I'm just not getting any new subs at all. I've had about 3 subs in 2 weeks. For those guys that have subscribed, thank you very much. What I'm thinking now at the moment is my health's getting worse and I'm struggling with work. I'm caring full time for my mum, and it's, I'm getting to the point where I'm just completely burnt out. So I might just take a few weeks off doing the videos, refresh the mind a little bit, and come back a little bit stronger. But in the meantime, guys, just want to say a big thank you for watching. I will be putting a few toy videos out, because if you don't know me, before I started out as a reseller this year, I was a toy enthusiast, like vintage toys. I used to really enjoy going around the car boots looking for vintage toys and stuff. But this year I started out as a reseller. And that's why you'll see me making a few mistakes in things like trainers and stuff, because it's all new to me. So anybody that starts out as a reseller, you're going to see all these videos of people getting these insane finds, finding all this brilliant stuff. But it's not all sunshine and roses, because you make a lot of mistakes along the road. You get a lot of death pile stuff, and it's kind of annoying when you're buying electronics £3 or £4 here and then it turns out to be a fail. So don't lose heart if you are finding that you're experiencing these problems. There's always ways to make this money back. I put stuff in the auctions personally, my death pile stuff, and I put another load in on Monday, took 50 quid back. So it's not all, it's not all doom and gloom. I might also need to take a week or 2 off, because my car is playing up at the moment. Not just my health that's getting worse, but my car's playing up. It's losing fuel, and it's probably going to cost me more than I'm worth. Who knows? Anyway, guys, I'm going to show you the few sales that I had this week. I'm just going to say thanks for watching, stay positive, and I'll be back very soon.